Hello, hello. I'm going to be showing you. Oh, I'm going to be showing you the new event locomotives and two mission locomotives, and only one rolling stock, and it's from the event. But anyway, let's get into it with the newest one to the collection of the event characters. Let me get Here is 98462. This is the new event character that was added today. Actually, today. He is he only appeared in the Railway series, and then he has a fan counterpart, Alfred, that has his number 98462. Um, Apparently, this is what he's supposed to look like, or people speculate that he's supposed to look like, because 98462 is a tender engine. But I'm not sure what basis he is, but I did see, I think, a couple of comments on like another person's YouTube channel that he's a B16. I'm not sure if that's correct, but he's an LNER B16, but I'm not sure if that's correct because because we don't know exactly what his basis is. He only appeared in like one of the like in the early book of the Railway series of when Edward's day out, like when Edward was allowed out to like pull some coaches, or I forgot how the book went. I haven't looked in the Railway series books in not that long. Well, I have. It's just I haven't looked into them, but I did know this is the one that was making fun of Edward, along with another engine called 87546. But anyway, I don't know if his basis is correct. An LNER B16. I'm not sure if that's correct, but if y'all want to look up this engine, you can. I'm not. I don't really know much about this. We don't know much about 98462, only that he bullied Edward, and then probably was sent away after in disgrace for his rude behavior, along with 87546, and probably other locomotives who were bad engines. But anyway, here's his whistle. I like that whistle. A little bit too high pitched, but I like the whistle. Here's his faces. If y'all want to check them out, y'all can. But anyway, that is 98462, and also he has no skin, like color or skin to him. He's just in this blue livery. Let me delete him. Can I delete him? Oh, yes, I can. I was about to say, can I delete him or no? Anyway, on to the next locomotive. This one's a tank engine. Also, 98462's wheel configuration is a 460, meaning he's a mixed traffic engine, actually. He's a mixed traffic engine. Here is Adam's radio tank, or Adam for short. I don't know what the gender of this locomotive is, but I'm assuming it's male. But this engine only appeared in the railway series in Stepney's books. Excuse me, sorry, I had to burp. But he was only appeared in the railway series of Stepney's books about Stepney the. I don't know how it went because I never It's just I don't. They're more like forgettable characters. The railways, like Adam's radio tank. I know some people recognize like these locomotives, but to me these are like forgettable because they're like only appeared in like one of the railway series, and then they're never seen again except when people look them up about who's this engine, like who's this engine. I don't. People don't. We're going to sit there and say don't know. All they will say is don't know. All they can tell us that bases. They don't know the name of the locomotive or the gender or what it did in its past life. But anyway, he does have a British Railway form. You have to click on the cab, on top of the cab, to get his British Railway form. In his green livery, he has 488 on the side of his tanks. And then when you give him his British Railway livery, it's 30583 on the back of his coal bunker. But here's his whistle. Basically Ryan's whistle, but that's okay. He'll get his own whistle eventually. They just put stop. Like locomotives already have that whistle on them because they are trying to make the newer whistles. Here's a. I believe this is a railway series. Well, I don't know much about this engine, only to the fact that this is. Hold on, let me get them out. Here is Broomstick Thomas. Apparently, this is Wilbur Awdry's model of. This is what Thomas was going to be, a J50 class locomotive. But Wilbur Awdry went instead with the E2 class tank engine. Though I don't know if the color of this engine was like identical to the original of Wilbur Awdry, because if I remember correctly, didn't he lose it somewhere? I don't know where, I forgot, but I know he lost the model of this engine. But this is Wilbur Awdry's model of Thomas. This is what he was going to be, a J50 class tank engine. And also, this is the color from the Thomas model. I did not even realize that it was the like railway series of like what Wilbur Awdry's model was going to be. What color it was? It's a teal blue. I hope I got that right. With yellow lining and the number 1 in NW on his tanks. I hope I got the color right. I'm just not used to this color. I never seen a tank engine be color painted in a teal color. But anyway, here's his whistle. I actually don't mind that whistle. It sounds like a wooden railway train's whistle. But anyway, that is Broomstick Thomas. On to the second row. Now here's an original character. Hold on, let me get in the cap. There we go. Here is the circus train. This is originally in the older games, like in the one that was previous, and then the second one and the third one. This is when this locomotive appeared. This engine pulls a circus train, and it does have the cars with it. But I don't know much about this locomotive besides it's a wooden railway locomotive. Here's its whistle. And that's its original whistle. I'm surprised I never changed it to give it a unique or something whistle. But anyway, that is the circus train. It's a wooden railway locomotive. Now here's our first mission locomotive. This one is a pretty simple one. If I can get into... No, I'm not getting into the hush hush. Not to the W1. Not yet. I will showcase it. Why can't I... Oh, come on. There we go. I don't know why it wouldn't let me in, or was I in a different place and I just couldn't see my character? And also, I will be showing the RWS engines faces because, I mean, the ones that are original, they're pretty the standardized, typical, like, faces that all, like, most of the engines of the whole entire, characters have the same face, same faces, and that's it. Some of them got remodeled of new faces. But anyway, here is RWS Henry. This version of Henry is the Railway Series Henry. And this one, he's a mission locomotive where you have to deliver 20 LMS fish vans to the Knapford Harbor. It doesn't matter which where on Knapford Harbor, just somewhere. But anyway, he does have some skin like colors. Here's his red livery. Sorry. Sorry. But anyway, here's him in his undercoat, red livery. This is an undercoat that the engines are painted in. But due to Henry had to help, I believe, pull the express due to Gordon or James broken down, is still at the works, and there was no engine available. So Henry had to go half red and half green on his tender. And yeah, that's pretty much what I know from like the story. It was in the Railway series. It was in one of Henry's books or somewhere after on the Railway series books. But anyway, here's his blue livery. Now, as much as I love him, Stanier Black 5 Henry's blue livery, or it doesn't really fit him as much in like his older shape. In his older shape, it fit him fine. But now that he's got rebuilt into an LMS Black 5 or standard Black 5, it doesn't really look that great on him. But if y'all want to think it's a perfect color to match RWS Henry, then that's fine. I can agree. It does suit him. That it does suit him. It's just I'm not a fan of like. I was more of a fan of when his older shape had it, but in his newer shape, it's just why? Like, why does he need it? Couldn't he just gone for an like? I just don't know. But anyway, that's all of his skin. Well, colors. Here's faces. I'm only showing the RWS characters' faces because they're unique. Here's to me, but here's his angry blush. Wait, oops, blush. I don't remember Henry having that face. I don't remember, but okay. I mean, it's okay to have a blush face. Happy, ill. I don't think Henry even had an ill face when he got his new shape. I know it sticked with him, but I don't think it was ever used again after like the first of the Railway series about introducing him. But anyway, here's a sad. Excuse me, sorry. Smiling, smug, and then surprised. And those are all of Henry's faces. Here's his whistle. Sounds like Duchess. I love the whistle because it reminds me of like a hooter whistle from an American locomotive. I don't know why a British engine has to have a American sound like a whistle sound like an American hooter whistle, like from an 1800s locomotive. But what it. Oh, and also Duchess of Hamilton was re-rigged, so she doesn't derail as easy, but I still would say take care of the sharper curves because she can probably derail. It's just not as easy as like I even tested on Thomas's branch line of her going on the points, and she actually went fine. And yes, I did test it on Thomas's branch line near Farquhar. I did test it, and she actually worked pretty well against the sharp curves. But anyway, here is well, hold on, let me get them out. Here is RWS Percy Railway Series Percy. This is what he actually looks like. If you don't know, Percy is a Great Western Railway Trojan locomotive. Well, the locomotive's name is Trojan, but I don't know what the class was called. But the locomotive's name was Trojan. Percy is definitely a Great Western Railway locomotive, but the only thing that's unique about him is that apparently people are saying that he's mixed between different 040 locomotives, which makes no sense because, I mean, the Great Western Railway Trojan locomotive was just, it but I don't know what to say about when people saying that, oh, Percy's a mixture between, he's a hybrid locomotive mixed between different tank engines, 040 tank engines, which we don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. I just don't understand why people are speculating that, oh, Percy's a hybrid locomotive. But if you look at his basis of it, the history, I don't think that even the Great Western Railway Trojan locomotive wasn't even a hybrid or experimental locomotive. It was just built as an 040 tank engine, built for shunting trains, for larger, heavier engines, or shunting trains for bigger engines to collect. or work at a harbor. But here's his colors. This is him from from when he got covered in hay and treacle or tar. I don't know if treacle is tar. I don't know. I'm not sure. But this is, I forgot what it was called, woolly bear, something like that. I'm not sure how the RWS portrayed it. But anyway, here's his ghost form. Well, him as when he had that incident with the cart wagon and he got covered in flour. Here's his gray livery. Oh, it's from a YouTuber that gave him this livery, which I forgot what the YouTuber was called, but this is what the color is from. Because originally the Great Western Railway Trojan was painted in Great Western Railway green livery, not a gray livery. But I don't mind it. It's just it doesn't really suit him as much as I don't really like it as much. But this color is from a YouTuber, but I forgot the YouTuber's name. But y'all should know who the YouTuber is. If y'all don't, then y'all can ask him someone's comment of like where did the gray livery come from? And hopefully people will tell you on where this livery came from. But anyway, on to the next color. Blue. I'm not sure why he's painted blue, because in the Railway series he was never painted in that livery. He's mostly stick with green for all of his life. But anyway, that is it to RWS Percy. Here's his faces. Chuckle. Content. I don't like that face. That face just looks like what? Here's his cross. Embarrassed. Enrage. Happy one. Now this one was actually a little bit better compared to like the content one. But anyway, here's happy 2. Happy 3. They're the same face except the eyebrows are different. There's nothing really else to them. Here's happy 4. This one's okay. Of the face. Shocked. Surprised. And tired. And that's all of his faces. Here's his whistle. I think that's Pug's whistle. He doesn't have a secondary whistle. But anyway, that's all to Percy, RWS Percy. He's an event character. All of these are event characters, except RWS Henry and that big engine over there. Well, yep, you should know it. It's the Hush Hush locomotive. I don't know why I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I should keep it a secret, even though I just said the W1 class locomotive. Now this one is the snowplow engine. I don't know anything about this engine. This engine apparently is called that because of its snowplow. I don't really know much about this engine, besides he's just a wooden railway locomotive. I don't really know much about him, so I got nothing to say besides he's a wooden railway locomotive. But here's his whistle. That one actually sounds good. Sounds like James's. Sounds like James's whistle, except it's more picturized as wooden rail. Excuse me. Excuse me. I had to burp again. But anyway, that was the snowplow engine. Now here's one that's kind of ridiculous. I don't like this one, as I really don't like it. I have a strong dislike to it. Well, not as strong, but I just don't like this engine. This here is Streamline Thomas. This is him from the Great Race. Great Race. It's from that. I really don't like like most people say, like the Unlucky Tug. Like half of the movie's like boring at the beginning, and then he have like almost to the end, it's like great. But anyway, here's Streamline Thomas. This is him from that music song, and from that song Streamlining. Sorry that I'm coughing. But anyway, the only thing I can say great about this engine is that this engine is very fast at clearing up snow drifts, because the snow is pain, because it slows down the locomotive for some reason. And most of these engines don't even have snow plows. Like newer ones, they don't have snow plows. But anyway, the only thing that he has is handrails, which you have to click on as number 1. Now the reason sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine. Alright, I'm fine. It's just I'm talking too much and I don't have anything to drink right now because I just woke up not too long ago. But I decided to make this video just to show the newer engines and one rolling stock. But the only, and also another thing I like to, you have to his faces are actually unique. I actually don't mind the face. They look actually better. But in order to make the how to change the face, you have to click on top of his smoke box, and that's how you do it. But he goes about 200 on speed. His whistle is still the same. Now, the reason why I don't like this engine is because this version of Thomas, I should be saying that. I should go ahead and say this. It's that there's no way that Thomas being streamlined is going to help him go faster. It's just going to make him stay the same on speed. Because the E2s only went about 60 miles per hour. That was their top speed. And Thomas thinking, oh, I just want to be streamlined. I just don't understand why this version of Thomas has to exist. But anyway, that was Streamline Thomas. Now here's the last engine. This is a mission locomotive. Now this one is personally my favorite one, along with 98462 and RW's Henry. This is my top one because this engine is a massive express engine. To me, it is. Here is, hold on, let me check and see. 30 minutes? Wow. It's okay. And if the video doesn't, if the video doesn't upload to my photos, then I have to remake it, and that's fine. Here is the Hush Hush locomotive, or the LNER W1 class. This engine was an experimental locomotive This engine was built for express trains, but this engine was a complete failed engine. It was one of Sir Nigel Gresley's secret experimental locomotives. What makes this engine so unique is that it has a high pressure steam boiler but it was a complete failure, and so the engine was kind of scrapped, but except it was turned into an A4, but the A4 was scrapped. But anyway, here's his colors. He has this teal dark blue livery, which I don't mind it. It's just it doesn't suit it as much. It doesn't suit it. Next is the LNER. Hold on. There we go. I had to click on the funnel to change it. Here's the LNER green livery if the Hush Hush was painted in apple green livery. Now, originally, this engine was only painted in this gray livery. Here's this whistle, but anyway, on that, here's this whistle. I actually like this whistle. This one is very good. But, anyway, that is the Hush Hush logo. Damn it. Sorry. Anyway, in order to do this mission, and I'm sorry, I should be explaining the mission. Basically, what you have to do is you have to use Gordon to get the W1 or Hush Hush locomotive to from that small shed near the Knapford station. You have to get him and then start the timer to push him all the way to Wellsworth. Now, how I did, it was different for me because instead of me actually getting it from 8 minutes, I think the timer was messed up. I think it was set to 10 or something, but I pushed this engine all the way to Wellsworth, and I claimed this engine without even when the timer went out. Because, for one, 8 minutes is not really the best suitable time to actually push this engine. Because you got to think, you got to go from Knapford to Crosby. Wait, hold on. Let me show the map. Or the map. You have to start from Knapford Station, which is right here. Then you have to go through Lower Knapford, then to Crosby, and then finally to get to Wellsworth. You have two stations to go from, which are short journeys, which actually are okay, but you got all the way to this long way to get to Wellsworth, which is not enough time. And sometimes for people that have messed up, that their phones cannot handle that much, like doing the missions, it's difficult for them. But from what I know, you still can get this engine even after the timer went out. That's how it worked for me, and that's how I claimed it. I just pushed this big engine to Wellsworth even after the timer went out, and I claimed them somehow. I don't know if that's a glitch or that's just pure luck. I don't know that, but for one, also you got to go about 80 miles per hour to push the engine. Unfortunately, you sometimes will derail due to how heavy the engine is, but you just got to go slowly around the points or just stay on this track right here. And also, I will also show, well, before I get to the circus car, I'm going to show you the quickest way to actually do the RWS Henry's mission. You spawn the vans here, then you use a tank engine or Henry or whichever you want, and you pull the fish vans to all the way over here. It's actually much quicker. Oops. It's actually much quicker to do this. You have to be on this track to unload, or you can be any of the track to unload the fish vans. And that's how I did mine. It is much quicker and much shorter because of simple fact. It's right near where I can spawn the wagons. But anyway, here is the circus truck. It's just, to me, it just looks like a regular cargo van. Like you just put cargo in, and like wooden railway, like you could just put containers in it, and there you just, yeah. That's what it just reminds me of. But anyway, you can change the colors to, this one's, well, you should know the color of this one. This one's red, green, and yellow, and that's it. These are actually real wooden railway cars. But anyway, that's all of the new locomotives and rolling stock. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and bye.